more Twitter names.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
That's good for our Panthers. First down.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Brooks hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Ryan Fitzgerald now to have the extra point. And that is going to be wide to the right and no good, but penalty flags shower in. And I think this is going to wind up a first down. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Panthers 7, 49ers nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy This is complete to Watkins on a slam. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
18, watch out. Yellow.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
This is taken at the 18. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard
This
line.
Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Purdy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing here, Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Bigsby. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. When you look at this defense, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Get set, get set. Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no. Good, and the deficit will hold pat at 13.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong, because they have plenty of leg.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Jimmy Horn Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Dances by at the 20. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but hold on, let me finish. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Get set.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Get set.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
What's up?
Purdy now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Watch out! Stop!
Now Purdy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Once again, it's Brooks.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To the left side, he's got McMillan.
And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll set up to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy from the gun.
This one's incomplete.
Well, 3 completions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Outside.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And a nice job by the 2 of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, He ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Purdy will look to throw again here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
4 yards. That's another 49er first down. First and goal.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver. No.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Caden Prater as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Zerline set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far to the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Yellow.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's fourth down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's taken to the 26. He spins free. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
19 tight. 19 practice.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the zone read, a handoff here to Brooks. And he'll get about 5 here, so take this down inside the 20-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Go! Cougar 19.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Trevor Etienne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to widen their advantage.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Fitzgerald now for the extra point. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
49ers 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch out! Start.
Back to throw. Purdy. This one caught by Kittle. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Outside. Watch out! Up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Purdy. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Get set. Stop.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And it's caught. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Come on.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down the defense.
And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brings up 2nd and
8. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Looking to throw. And he's caught. He finds McMillan. He's into space past the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year. On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Panthers 34, 49ers 14. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for
Following the
Carolina.
touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Get set. Get set.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd and a couple.
Ready. Yep.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for the Panthers. First down. 2 yards on the play.
Let's
And
go
the
now.
Panther first down.
Cowboy 80.
has a handoff to Brooks. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know how he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them? Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the 49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yellow.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with career touchdown number 60. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13.
49ers 21.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Viking 18.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
Ready.
First down, Carolina.
Red ball 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Lions. Go.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 117 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So a win here for the Panthers, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, the numbers don't jump off the page, but he was a steady influence back there. He had a couple of touchdown passes on the afternoon. His guys rallied around him, and they're going to come away victorious.
So for Carolina, they'll finish a game below 500 at 8-9 on the year. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.